Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to show you how you can create a frequently asked question accordion or application. And it's very simple. This application, I found it in the free code academy. All right, and I'm going to show you how you can create this simple application whereby when you click on this one, the answer to that question will appear. Okay, what is React is a free and open source. All right, that it will appear like so. Right, then you can see this minus sign, it has changed, but the rest are plus signs. All right, and when I click another one, the other one will disappear, and you will only have one question and one answer to read. All right, that is frequently asked question application. So if you like this video, please subscribe to this channel so that you can give me more motivation to continue to do these tutorials as we learn together. And yeah, so let's get started. So I want to show you how you can create a React project, and this is a frequently asked question accordion. All right, so as you can see, there is nothing in my application is empty, so we are going to add everything from scratch. So let's come to this component, and let me add a file, and I will name let me name it accordion. Frequently accordion.js. Next door, let's create a function. We need to export it as default, should be small letter. Like so. Let's import it on the app.js. Like so. And let's return it as like so. All right, Okay, let's see if it's working correctly. Let's refresh. All right, our hello world is there, so that's okay. Now what I want is a div element, and it should be positioned on the center. So instead of this, I'm going to write a div with a class name of container. This will be our main div, right? Like so. And inside the div, we are going to have before we do anything, let's come here and create a file, and we are going to name that file frequently all right. So I need some CSS reset. All right, so let me come here and Google CSS reset. Which one am I going to use? Let me see this one. We just want some CSS to reset, so I can just copy this one and reset everything. All right, this just CSS reset. All right, then let's go to the body, and I want to put to center the div, so I'm going to say display of flex, and justify content of center, and align item of center. And of course, because I've used align center, I need a height, so let's write the minimum height to be 100 view height. Right, now let's go to our container. I want it to have a width of width, let's say 800 pixel, and a height, and a minimum height of 500 pixel. Let's put a background color. Let's put bluish. All right, bluish color. All right, so let's open our browser and see if everything is working correctly. No, it's not, because we need to import this on our app here. So let's import it. So import let's import it like so. Now let's see if so everything is working now correctly. Okay, so I need the, let's make the corners to be rounded, so border radius of, let's say, 20 pixel, right? So inside the div I want to have is it another div? Yes, I'll have another div. Right, let's call it question or frequently asked question. Frequently asked question. All right, and inside it I want it to have h1 with the type of the question, like what is React, right? And paragraph, let's look online, yeah, like so. Okay, we can just copy this like so, come here and paste it there. Let's go to give it a background color of white, so that I can see what I'm working on. All right, this one. So we need to, I need to style this one. So let's have a padding of, let's say 10 pixel or 20 pixel, and margin of also 20 pixel. Okay. So far so good. So what I've done, I've added this heading here, then this one, and I've tried styling them. It's a very simple CSS just for beginners, as you can see here. Right, now what I want to do, I want to add a button here. All right, this is the question and this is the answer. Now let's try and put some button here, right? Yeah, so let's go to our this one and here in the heading, that's where I want to put my button. Right, like so. Let's put that icon there. So let's see if it's working correctly. Yeah, exactly. So here is the button. So I want this button to move to the end, all right, so that it will, yeah, let's style this one so that it can move to the end, and I think that is simple. Try content space between, right? Let's see if that's move it to the end exactly. So it has gone to the end. So let's style this button a little bit, right? Let's do this. Let's say button here. Yeah, you can see now it's coming together. So now what I want, when you click on this button, this text appears, okay, and when you click it again, it disappears. All right, okay. So now what we need to do is, instead of writing this one, hard writing this one and this one, we can come up with an array whereby the array will contain different objects with the question and the answer. All right, so here we can say we can come here and say const, we want to create that array, an array of objects, right, and say it's an array of objects. That's okay, and our first object will have the question and the answer. Question, which is what is React, okay, and it also should have an answer. An answer, which is, we are going to take this one and we are going to let us cut this one and add a pair. All right, so how do we get this one, the data? So what we can do, we can loop through. We can now loop through this array so that we can get the heading and the answer. It's very easy. You just use map, so it's data dot map, and we are going to need the item, okay, or the data, and you can name it anything you want. And also I'm going to need the index of that item. All right, So I can take the whole of this div up to there, cut it, return. Like so. So when all right, let's remove that color red right on this one. Okay, so that one is okay. So what I can do now, I can say here it's none, display none here. All right, then I can try and switch from this one to from none and to this one, inline block. All right, and for that, because that state will need a state, so that because these two are changing. All right, so far I think you will see only the question, what is React. Okay, what I can do again, it's we can add more objects here. Okay, let's try and add more objects, like 5 of them. And the last one. All right, the text you can change if you want to change. For example, I can say what is JS, okay, React Native. Okay, this one can be anything that you want. All right, so you can see now, if you click, it's displaying display, but we can get the index of this, or the value of what we are clicking here. All right, so for example, let me show you. Let me come here down, and instead of passing this function like this, I can try and get this index. All right, how do we do that? We use the callback function and the fat arrow. Then here I can take that index. All right, I can take that index. Then when I come here, I can accept that index, and I can display it here. All right, so when I click it, it should display the index 0. All right, click it, display 1, index 1, click it, index 2, like so. All right, click it, index 3, like so. All right, so now what I need to do, I can come here and write useState, so that we can be able to change the classes. All right, so let's write the use case. We can say, let's say selected, because we are selecting the item, or we can say even clicked. All right, and set selected, set selected. All right, and we are going to use state. Okay, and you can see I've imported it here. All right, when I just press enter, it will import itself there, use state. You have to do that. If you don't do that, it will show you an error of useState not defined. So we want this one to be null. All right, like so. So come back to our function here, and here we want to say we can use the ternary operator. All right, so we can say selected, if selected is equals to the index that we have selected, we want to set the selected to null. All right, if it's the selected, we want to set the selected to null. If not, otherwise we want selected, not selected but set selected to be set to I. All right, that's our function there. Okay, so after we've done that, then we can come here, and instead of this plus, we can say we want to change. If it's selected, we want to change from the plus to a minus sign. So I can say selected is equals to index. All right, this index here. All right, if that selected is equals to that index there, then I want to display the minus sign. Otherwise, let's display the plus symbol. All right, and the same thing we shall do to this here. All right, okay, no, just a moment, I show you. We look at if this one is working correctly before we continue. So you can see it has turned to minus. Okay, minus, this one has turned to plus. All right, plus, minus. All right, so that you can read one question at a time. All right, so what is what is React? You can, so let's now display the answer. That it's very simple. We only need to change from content to content display. All right, so let's come here and say selected is equals to index. We want to set the class to is it content, right? Not content display. I think so, content display, because we want, when that one is true, we want to display the content or the paragraph. Otherwise, we want to display the content only. Hope you understand. I'm just changing from this content to this one. Okay, and the difference is just this one, display none, and this one is display block. That's the only difference there. Okay, you change it like so. All right, let's see if that's work for us. So I think when let's refresh, because we should not have any paragraph that it's open, right? So when I come here to React, okay, you can see, all right, when I come here you can see the other has disappeared, okay, like so, right? And our frequently asked question application is done. All right, thank you for watching, and if you like this tutorial, kindly subscribe so that you can give me motivation to continue building this project as we learn together. Thank you very much. Subscribe and like, and even leave a comment below. It will give me motives to continue giving you these tutorials.